here is the end of the piece. We're going to begin before the printed second ending. So you've just played the melody from the beginning. And here it has that different end to the melodic twist. So just before the second ending, you have these same notes that you had at the beginning. It comes back down to the second string open, 4th fret on the second string, and then ends on the 1st string open. Now you have this little figure in 16th notes. I will show you a couple of ways to perform it. It should sound like this. The first way I'll show you how to do it involves some shifting, but keeps it on the 1st string, which you may find easier to keep track of. So with your 1st finger at the 5th fret of the 1st string, that part is pretty straightforward. 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th, 7th, 5th. Then your next note is at the 12th fret, and back to the 5th fret. So from the 12th fret, 5th, 7th, 5th, and then go to the 8th fret on the 2nd string. Then shift to the 11th fret, and then start on the 7th fret of the 1st string, 7, 8, 7, 5, go to the 2nd string, 8, 7, 5. So one more time through that sequence. The first one doesn't move. 1st string, 5th, 7th, 8th, 7th, 5th. 12th fret, 5th, 7th, 5th, 8th fret on the 2nd string. 11th fret. Back to the 1st string, 7th fret, 7, 8, 7, 5, 2nd string, 8, 7, 5. That's one way of fingering it. It does involve those leaps. So here's another way of fingering it that would not involve those jumps, but you'd play a little deeper into the neck here. Take your pick, whichever you're more comfortable with. Now you would start on the 10th fret of the 2nd string, which should be the 1st fret just above where your body cuts off the neck. So now you'd have your 4th finger there and your 1st finger on the 7th fret of the 1st string. So now you would play 10th fret on the 2nd string, 7, 8, 7, and back to that 10th fret. Now you should be able to, without having to shift, bring your pinky to the 12th fret, back to the 10th, 7th fret on the 1st, 10th, 8th on the 2nd. Again, you should be able to just get your pinky to the 11th fret, then on the 1st string, 7, 8, 7 on the 2nd string, 10, 8, 7, and your last note will be on the 10th fret of the 3rd string. So this one, when it's up to speed, has a much more calm left hand. So instead of a lot of this, you go this way. I'll run that past you one more time. 10th fret, 2nd string, 10, 7 and 8 on the 1st, 10 on the 2nd, 12 on the 1st, 10 on the 2nd, 7 on the 1st, 10, 8 on the 2nd, 11, on the first, 7, 8, 7, second string, 10, 8, 7, third string, 10. And that's where the first quattro part ends. The first quattros have been asked to play the solo in the repeat of the second section. This is not in your part. So, I'll show it to you here. In this section of music, your first note and your last note is the third fret of the fourth string. Every other note is on the third string. So you're going to have this third fret here, and then on the third string you're going to play frets 0, 1, 3, 5, 6. And it just walks up and down those notes. So open, 1, 3rd, 4th, 5th are going to be the notes that will play on the second string. So it starts with this walk up. Third fret on the fourth string, open on the third, first, third. And then it goes up to the fifth fret, 5, 6, 5, 3. So the first little phrase starts on the low G and goes straight up to the sixth fret. So it's 3, third string, open, first, third, fifth, sixth, and then walks back down fifth, third. In rhythm, that would sound like, just off the second beat, 1, 2. The next phrase starts on the first fret of the third string and goes 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. You can finger it by spreading your fingers the way I'm doing it, or you could shift 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, or 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, as you please. The next phrase starts on the open third string, 0, 1, 3, 1, 0. So third string, open, first fret, third fret, first fret, open, and then back to the first fret, 1, 3, 5. Then it starts over as if it were in the second measure of what we played. Till here. So starting at measure 6, you're on the third fret of the third string, and you have 3, 5, 6, 5, 3. Just like we did before. The next measure, 1, 3, 5, and back down. Open string, 5th fret, 6th fret, 5th, 3rd, 1st, open, and that 3rd fret on the 4th string, which is the first and last note that you play. So that whole solo in a row sounds like this.